Angel stood back in the shadows to watch as Charlie slid the blade into the gap and turned the knife, silently flexing the aluminium frame until the catch slid open. They might put security screens on these old houses, but until they made decent frames, getting inside was always going to be easy. Charlie leaned through the narrow gap and shone the torch, quickly at first, like passing car lights might reflect. Then, seeing it was an empty bathroom, he shone for a longer look. There were no cars in the carport and no lights on, so it did seem as if the owners were away on holiday, but it was always good to be cautious. It was not just luck that he and Angel had never been caught. "Bathroom," he whispered back to Angel. Good. It was always better to enter via a bathroom, as these were never alarmed, and although their scout around the outside had revealed no house alarm, he never could tell for sure. Underneath the window was a vanity and basin, cluttered with small bottles and jars, toothpaste, jars of face cream. He hung half inside, as far as he could get, and with a long reach carefully shifted the stuff to the side of the vanity so there would be room for Angel to move without making a noise. As he shifted one glass, he saw it contained false teeth. He dropped back outside. "Oh shit! What? Teeth! False teeth in a glass! Oh, someone might be home." People didn't go out or on holiday and leave their teeth behind. "Behold, but," she whispered. Noiselessly, Charlie slid back to the ground and motioned Angel to the window. "Oh yeah, but be quiet. There might be someone home." He didn't need to tell her. Reluctantly, Angel wormed through the window and silently lowered herself to the floor, slithering belly first like a snake. She stood, and Charlie handed her the torch and watched as she eased the bathroom door open. The house was completely dark. Not even the red pinpoints of light from stereos, TVs, or a digital clock that usually gave enough light to guide her around. She turned off the torch and stood still for a while. A hallway. No sounds. When her eyes had adjusted, she held her hand over the torch and turned it back on, so there was just the red glow from light through the flesh of her fingers. She found the back door and let Charlie in. "It's so dark," she whispered. They were in a back room that appeared to be a kitchen. Charlie closed the hallway door so they could use the torch properly. Angel opened a couple of drawers, cutlery, kitchen stuff. Another drawer near the phone had papers and bills. Charlie reached up and inspected some terracotta containers on top of a sideboard, the sort of place people hid valuables, but there was nothing of interest. Wordlessly, they moved towards the hall, but as Angel eased open the door, it squeaked. Not loudly, but unmistakably in the quiet house. Instantly they froze motionless and listened for any sign of movement in the dark unknown. Nothing. She slid her hand over the torch again and made her way in the dim red light along the hallway. There were 4 doors and they were all closed. At the far end was the front door with a panel of stained glass in the old style, the type that rattled when moved. Lights from outside, the street lamp or the moon, projected subtle colours onto the walls and a hall table. Some bags and things were collected there, thrown down after a day of shopping or emptied from pockets, unloaded on the way in. Car keys, unopened letters, some loose change and a few banknotes. A camera. On the floor next to the table was a shopping bag so white it seemed to glow in the dark. Plaza Cameras in big dark letters on it. Angel walked to look at the bag and Charlie was about to open the first door, but as Angel stepped, a floorboard creaked and suddenly between them in the hall, a door burst open and a sudden light came from the room behind.